Hey, welcome to another training, Challenge 1000 Conversations. Andrew J. Jules. I'm an online entrepreneur, online marketer, and I'm delivering you training on instant rapport. And if you've watched the Facebook Live training, which has just gone up, well, when you've seen this, maybe it's not just gone up, it's available. It's available. Basically, you would learn about how to do a Facebook Live if you've never done one before. It's highly effective and very powerful. Same time, you want to be understanding that you're a problem solver. You want to solve people's problems. You want to build rapport. And we've talked about rapport very early stage of this training, building rapport and how just mirroring someone's behavior and certain things that they do, not continuously, can speed up the process, and I've learned this from Tony Robbins. It's not something that I just learned, just popped into my head. I learned it from Tony Robbins, and he's one person that is a relationship counselor. If you've never heard of him, Google him. It's surprising. Some people may not have not heard of him because they're just not in that niche. They're not in that area of personal development and stuff. But at the same time, it's very effective. If you lower your voice, raise your voice, and when you're talking, you are building rapport. You're either building rapport or not building any rapport. So once again, if you're this Facebook Live, if you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're in the Facebook group and you haven't joined the group, you need to be joining the group to interact and engage with the content and get massive value. And that's something I'm going to be doing later, is sharing the testimonies that are out there. But it's never impossible to build rapport. What did I just say? Thanks to lives, it's live. But what I'm basically saying to you, as I keep holding this comb, that was for Facebook Live's training, because I've had, the thing is, as us entrepreneurs, we problem solve, we find ways around things. So rather than making an excuse, we just sort things out. And at this moment in time, everything's going into the Facebook group and just doing a Facebook Live, which is effective because the video goes straight in there and it saves time. At the same time, I'm sharing with you on how to do content and share that content onto your YouTube channel or any other social media platform you wish to choose to pull it on, or putting together a digital training course. You can actually use Facebook Live, post your Facebook Live, upload it and all of that, and have it available to use wherever you want it to be. So that's one thing I do, and it saves a hell of a lot of time. Except for, branding, design and graphics and editing, it just gives it that sweeter look. And if I was on my laptop, I can actually go on StreamYard, which I mentioned on the Facebook Live training, which if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it so you'll understand what StreamYard is, where I can stream over to here and have a banner, an intro video, a countdown timer for before I go live on the actual broadcast on 4 different platforms or 4 different screens: Facebook page, Facebook profile, Facebook group, and a YouTube, if you so choose to have it like that way. But instant rapport is exactly what I'm doing right now. When you're putting videos out, when you're putting content out, it's building rapport. It's either building rapport, it's not building rapport. And when I say instant rapport, it's like if you're having a conversation with someone on Messenger and they ask, hey, what's your story? And they really want to know about you, and you're having a conversation with them, and you're not just throwing a link at them. What I tend to do is I save my Facebook post in this place, and it's possible that I may actually edit this video and add that on the end, somewhere in between this where I'm talking now, and share that screen with you on now. But if you're watching this on a live, it's not physically possible for me to do that as yet, so I'm going to share it with you this way. I save it on my phone and in drafts on my emails, links to all my content that I've been doing really well and build instant rapport. So for example, if I've told my story already and it's quite a long story and I want to build instant rapport, and I can see this person is someone who's been engaging with my content, loving my content, responding, leaving comments, always there, we're having conversations on Messenger, and I'm getting to that point where I want to find out if there's any pain, if there's any way I can help or solve a problem. I want them to build a rapport with me. I want them to know, for example, I'm a father. I want them to know that, I've been in this online game since the year 2000. I'm not new to this. I jumped back on in 2013, had to learn the ropes again. But I only really learned it in 2019, early March. when I invested $1 million in mentoring, the real value of actually doing what I'm doing, and that it's okay to give free content. It's okay to, put value out there. It's part of the industry. It's not just about selling, pitching and your business. It's about building rapport. And why I call this instant rapport is because what I find a lot of people doing now is they're doing videos that are just, and they're throwing them out there, and I'm not going to judge them because I was doing the same kind of thing. I'll do a video, I'm talking about a short segment video, and send it in Messenger saying, hey, I'm at, it wasn't even a video, it was an audio. And one of my friends, business entrepreneurs, Jamal Powell, was like, well, bro, that's just so cold. Like, you're just putting a voice note out there, hey, welcome to my Facebook, and you're not really being personal with it. And it happens for the best of us, because I used to spam like links, content out all the time, and didn't really realize that everyone wants to be motivated when I was doing daily motivation. So one thing you really want to understand is that when you're putting out the content, when you're putting out that value, you don't want to be just spamming people with it because you think they want it. You want to find out if they want it. And at the same time, instant rapport works really, really well. Say if you want to solve someone's problem, you say, they're like, oh, I'm having problems with my Facebook. I don't know how to add and delete and remove friends, or keep and add, keep or delete friends. And the good thing about this is that, one person in particular, Heather Buchanan, she deleted over 750 people, her testimonies regarding this, her feedback on the training that I delivered. And she said she only kept 5 people. From watching my training, it saved her a year's worth of removing all those people really quickly, because she automatically knew who she wanted to be friends with by knowing her target audience and knowing exactly who she wants to build a rapport with. So when you're looking at your profile and you're just adding all these people, then you're going to have to reach out to every single one of them. And building instant rapport, and what goes into the next trend, algorithm hacking, you really want to take into account that it's very important that when you're thinking about instant rapport, that you've already got all of your posts ready to go. So if you're having a conversation with someone and they say, hey, do you have children? You could share a children's post. Say, hey, look at this children's post, but you don't want to just drop the link into your messenger just like that. But at the same time, let's pause on that for 1 second. So regarding the whole thing of introduction, you can always, when you're adding someone, which I tend to get into the habit of not doing sometimes, but I always get back to it as soon as possible. So as soon as you've added someone, you want to reach out to them, find the post, comment on the post, like if you actually like the post, and most importantly, read the entire post. Don't just love it, leave an emoji and some comments, and you've not read it, because Facebook will know you've not read it. If it's like reams and reams of writing, what I tend to do, Facebook algorithm hacking, is comment on quotes, pictures, stuff that's easy to comment on, and Facebook won't penalize you for it, for pretending that you've read the actual entirety of the post. Because one thing Facebook knows is it knows, likes, sees and watches and everything that you do. It really is, Facebook is big brother, not to scare you, but they are monitoring all of this so they can then send this information out to their advertisers, and the advertisers will then know who's going to be engaging, who's going to leave a comment, who's going to like, who's going to share, who's going to stop and look at this post. For those of you that want to, paid advertising, which we'll talk about later down the line in the next few, and before the end. How many trainings is that away? Probably about 3-4 trainings away. But the most important thing for you to understand is that you're doing this organically, and you're having a conversation on Messenger, which is a powerful, powerful tool. Same time, if you're chatting on Facebook stories, which I've done the training on that as well, you can, respond to the story. And if the story has, say, hey, I've done a post about, eating, healthy. Hey, check it out. If hopefully it will add value to you, and leave the link. And then they're going to go on that post. They're going to engage with that post. And not only that, it's going to build instant rapport. When they engage that post and they comment, like, and you already know they're engaging in your content, it's going to push it back up the news feed, so that post gets read by how many other people sees your content, whether that's 10, 50, 100. By now, you should be in around about 10 to 50 people engaging with your post by following everything that I've taught throughout the stages of the training for Challenge 1000 Conversations. Your engagement is building up, and it's simmering. So most importantly, you want to be adding people as well. Adding and keeping and deleting. That's why that was done very early stages. So you're starting to have an audience. So you've got to find yourself an audience. Same time, you know, so that's very, very, very important. So regarding Messenger, just getting straight, not going off in a tangent, you put a video out there if you want to, but most powerful thing I would say to do is reach out to someone with this type. If you want to take it the next step, reach out with them with a voice note, remembering their name, welcoming them, not doing too much of your story there to stop conversation flowing. Same time, you want to put a video, or you could do a video walking, hey, how you doing? You know, Anjan, what's going on? You know, I'm in the UK, Kent. You know, I'm just really happy to connect with you. I want to find out more about you and see how we can help one another. You know, you could do something kind of like that, not too direct, not too over the top, but it's very comfortable and welcoming. That can either be a video or a voice note, and that's building instant rapport straight away. Same time, you want to be sharing your post content, you know, and that's something a lot of people just tend not to do. So without me slipping off, because my foot's getting pins and needles because I'm crouching down in a comfortable position, supposed to be a comfortable position, instant rapport is something that your clones do for you. So this is why I'm saying when you're putting your videos out there, you can take them on Facebook, put them on YouTube, which I talked about in the Facebook Live previous training. If you haven't gone on there, you need to do that. If you've not gone on Facebook Stories training and you still don't know what a Facebook story is, when I say write a Facebook story, you know, and you're giving me a story about a story that you found out about, you know, or the news or something, Facebook story is something that is a second news feed for you to share content. Yes, quick segments, you know, 20 seconds video, you know, with sound, you know, sound clips, pictures, stuff like that. People tend to use it for quotes. I use it for blops, what? Bloopers is the best way to put it. So I mess around on it, I do a few things, maybe I might share a bit of food or, you know, stuff that I wouldn't really share on my Facebook profile. You know, and this is something you really want to know. Any kind of my training always does. Like one thing I always like to do is that I don't want to just share one thing with you. So I'm like, oh yeah, instant rapport, chat on Messenger. I'm sharing with you what's going on behind the scenes on Facebook. So when you're having a conversation on Messenger and you're reaching out to that person and they engage with you, that person then sees you, your post, your content. At the same time, when you're doing that, you also see their Facebook stories as well. They also, you see their feeds, they see your feeds go up on the top of their timeline, you know, and so Facebook sees you as you both want to see each other's content. You are friends. Because what if you've not noticed recently on Facebook Messenger, it says, do you know this person, yes or no? What I tend to do, depending if I know them, I might say yes. If I have no idea who they are, I tend to just not say no, because Facebook will stop that interaction happening. Kind of common sense, right? But that's what I believe will happen. Haven't yet clicked no, but if I find someone spamming me, I'm going to click no and see what happens, and I might deliver another training on that. In fact, I will. But most importantly is that you're going to be doing these things. So I'm just going to give you a recap of this very smoothly. You want to be saving your best post. Okay, your best post, your best engaging post. Bear in mind, don't want it to be a story. You want it to be like half a paragraph, so it's not so long. I've made a mistake to share a long content and wait for someone to come back. It may take forever, or they might get distracted. So we need to be snappy posts, whether it's a quote, a post, a picture, with, you know, about a few paragraphs, not a book, not a story. You know, you don't want them having to be click more and then more writing comes down. You know, and that way you're building what I love to call instant rapport. Secondly, when you're adding someone as a friend, you want to do a voice note. You want to reach their post, copy the link, post it into the messenger and say, hey, I love this post, and the reason why you love this post, share a bit yourself about that post and how it relates to you. So whether the post is about, you know, oh, I went to Spain and I stayed at this hotel, you know, you then want to write, well, you know, maybe you may not have gone to Spain, but you like Spanish food. You're building rapport because you're having something in common with them, and they're going to be like, oh, I know they like what I like, or, you know, so that's an example. You know, someone says they went, I'm from Mississippi. I say I like Mississippi mud pie. You know, I like Mississippi. Or if they say Alabama, I say Alabama fudge cake. Or if they say New York, I say I love watching. You know, I like certain people like Nas. If they know about the music industry, Nas is a New York rapper, or Biggie, you know, for example. Or I say, hey, I like New York cheesecake, you know, or I love the taste, you know. So you're connecting with them on where they are, whether you've been there or not, whether it's food, subject, film, you're building rapport. And like I said already, when you're doing videos, notes and clones, that's building instant rapport. You're building rapport with them when you're not even in the room. And what's most effective is if you're not selling your products, your clones are doing it for you and you're just there. And how many different people's watching you over and over again, it's just adding so much more value, so much more to what you're currently doing. Because who wants to speak to 100,000 people? It's not physically possible. But if you're building a list, you send out your post, you know, they reach out to you, you have a conversation on Messenger, if they're on the mailing list. That's something I don't believe in delivering in this training, building a list. But maybe if you guys say that you need it, if while this current training is happening live right now, because this is to see what's effective, what helps you get to where you need to be, then by all means do it. You know, reach out to me, let me know. And even, you know, drop a comment, subscribe, you know, like, share, leave a comment, engage, reach out. You know, if you find this of value and you feel it's going to help you, and it's, or let me rephrase that, if you feel this has helped you, then you really want to be sharing it with your teams. I know some of you that are not sharing with your teams. I don't feel that you are. And I know the reason why I'm saying that is I've seen it time and time again. People pay for training and they don't share it with their team because they feel what I paid for it is for me. But if your team's not getting duplication and getting results, then therefore you're not getting results, right? Especially if you're in network marketing, also when you're in affiliate marketing, regardless of whatever you're in, you want to be helping people. In return, when you help people, by default, it helps you. This is just how this industry is. This is just how the world works. Facebook helps us, therefore Facebook is one of the biggest platforms providing free content. Same time, they're making serious money. They're bank, because they're providing a service that's helping people. And everyone's got instant rapport that's on Facebook. With Facebook, maybe not with the actual founder. Some people may not even like him, but they still use the platform because they know how powerful it is. And this is something I've not seen anyone do. So regarding instant rapport, copy the post that it is. Sometimes it could be a long one, but if it's of value and it's going to work and it connects with that person, then share it with them. Let them, you know, read that. Say, you know, instead of me just typing this for you, why don't you read my story? You know, I'm looking to write a book. You know, this is my story. I've wrote down, you know, my experience of what you're currently going through, and I feel that this can really benefit you. If you just clicked on this link, My Naked Truth, you'll be able to read about me and find out all the stuff that I've been through, and know that you're not on your own. You know, and you're typing this in Messenger, you know, you're reaching out to them, you're putting your heart on your sleeve and you're telling them, you know, you're not on your own. I've been through this. I understand what you're going through. You know, I'm a parent, or, you know, I've not been able to have contact with, you know, two of my other children. You know, this kind of things, or, you know, I've got, you know, I'm going through heartache and pain, and, you know, going through a break, and you know, the marriage is ending, or, you know, I've been sacked from my job, or currently right now this pandemic, and I'm not able to do what I've always wanted to do, which is travel all the time. So now I'm in depression, and I'm, you know, you really want to reach out to people. And this is what Challenge 1000 Conversations is about. A lot of people saying, not a lot of people, but a few people saying it's overwhelming, or it's too much, or they've not decided to join because they feel they have to do 1,000 conversations. It's way more than that. And that's the reason why I give you daily tasks. Because by completing the daily task, you're implementing the training, and that encourages you to implement the training to start to get the ball rolling and seeing that this is very effective, powerful training. And you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, and you may even do it better than me. Who knows until you actually take that leap? You just don't know. But thank you for watching. This is Instant Rapport. If you want any more content, you want to know more, if you're in the challenge, you can reach out to me directly. As you know, even if you're not in the challenge, you can still reach out to me, and I can see how we can help one another. I love to do this. This is me comfortable. And most importantly, if you've not watched how to do a Facebook Live and you've still not done a Facebook Live regarding how you're part of this challenge, because people love challenges. This is why they go viral. This is why people get excited, because they're like, oh, it's a challenge, I'm on a challenge. You know, there's some real stupid challenges, you know, out there, which I've done some videos about it way back. You know, there's the ice bucket challenge, there's the hot water challenge, which is, if you're doing that, me and you have not got no rapport, because you're causing yourself pain or causing someone else pain. But at the same time, what you want to take into account is that if you're chatting to people and there's over like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and you're maxed out on 5,000 people, you want to be having conversations that are not too long, but fun. Find out what's going on in their life, get out of the way, share your content, share value, not just content, not spamming people like I used to do, but you're sharing your value, helping that person. So whether they've just jumped into a business, or they want to know about, fashion design, or they want to know about food, or, they just want to have that conversation. They want to know how they can help people, how they can start their coaching business, or they can start, their brand, their organization, and how to reach out to people, and how effective organic organic advertising is, organic traffic, which is not paying for your advertising, but just going into the Facebook algorithm hacking. You'll understand how powerful organic organic traffic is, rather than versus paid advertising. But once you know your target audience, you'll be fine with paid advertising, because you know your target audience. Thank you for watching. This is Instant Rapport. Let me know if you found value, or let me know how much value you found and how effective this was for you. And like I said, I'm going to repeat this one more time. If you're doing a video, or actually don't just do a pre-recorded video, just do a video on Messenger. And that way you're doing a video straight. It's 20 seconds clip of introducing yourself. And it's short, it's 20 seconds. So you don't want to speed it up. You just want to say it really briefly, 20-second videos of who you are. And it's much more powerful than typing. Or you might want to do a voice note, or even better, if the person's comfortable, just reach out to them, get them on Facebook, get them on a call, get them on a video, get them on a Skype, get them on a Zoom, and there you've had it. This was Instant Rapport training, and with extra added value of nuggets. Thank you for watching. Like, hit subscribe, share, comment if this is on YouTube. If you're on Facebook and you feel this is of value, like some of you have already been doing, share it as a watch party. Thank you for watching. I'm Andrew J. Jules, and I'll see you again on another training video, man. This has been fun, enjoyable. Let me know if you've seen someone else mention what I'm sharing with you. It could be nice to know. But at the same time, it's always good to start now. Just start with what you have. You was born with everything you ever needed in life. Why are you waiting? Just start. Stop watching. Stop being a cheerleader and start to be a leader. There's a leader within you. Find a born leader within you. Powerful leadership group. And we'll be talking about Facebook groups later down the line. But thank you for watching. I'm out.